Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life. And the next movie I'm going to be reviewing for you guys is called Gigli. Gigli was released on August 1st, 2003. It is a comedy film that received Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 2.5 out of 4 stars. Cinema Score has an average grade of a D-. It has a 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb, a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 44% on Google. On a $75.6 million budget, it made just $7.3 million at the box office. It was written and directed by Martin Brest, and to this day, he hasn't done another film since doing this one. This movie, I knew of the reputation of it going in. It's on a lot of people's worst movies of all time, worst movies of 2003, and they most notably didn't like the performances of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, which this movie stars, along with Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, Justin Bartha, Missy Kreider, and Lenny Venito. I know this movie, like I said, is well hated. It's been well documented and everything. But a little about this movie. Larry, played by Ben Affleck, and Ricky, or Rochelle, played by Jennifer Lopez, are both looking after Brian, played by Justin Bartha, who's being held captive for ransom and whatnot. And they are asked to do many things with this character, most notably cut his thumb off and send it in as a warning if they don't pay up. They're not going to see this kid again. To me, right off the bat, gobble gobble. That's all I got to say. That's one of Jennifer Lopez's lines when she's trying to seduce Larry, played by Ben Affleck. And of course, during this movie, they were famously together. One of the more famous couples as well. But the best part about this movie is, besides gobble gobble, which I thought was really funny, Justin Bartha, who plays Brian, was freaking hilarious in this movie. I think if they would have focused the movie more on his character instead of the two leads and made it more about him throughout this movie, I think the movie would have been a lot better. Brian's character, if you don't know Justin Bartha, he's most notable for being in the Hangover trilogy. He plays Doug in those 3 movies. But in this movie, and this is one of his very first, I think it's the second or third film that he's done, and he was hilarious in this movie. The lines they had for him were freaking great. I love the fact that he went after Larry and anyone else who was pretty much trying to mess with him or tell him what to do, and I thought it was great. I loved his character. So for the story of this movie, though, I really didn't give 2 craps about. And the whole relationship thing with Ben and Jen, I think, is what really hurt this movie, because you could tell they were just way too comfortable with one another. I don't think they took it as seriously as they could have. I don't know. It just wasn't good. I love Ben and Jen as actors and actresses. I like her as a performer as well in the music industry. But this movie, it just wasn't right for them. And it's not a good movie. It's not god awful, because I did like the performance, like I said, of Justin Bartha. If it wasn't for him, my score would have been a 1 out of 10. But because of him, and there was a few scenes I did like with all 3 characters, and then Al Pacino in this movie who we see, for one big scene. He was really good. But outside of that, though, um, this movie's forgettable. It's a one-time watch. Um, but as I said, I did like the performance of Justin Bartha, though. Um, and also Ben's character, instead of having that tough guy accent he was using, if he would just play a straight, bad guy without that stupid voice, I think it would have been better as well. But outside of that, though, I'll give Gigli a 6 out of 10. No thumbs up, no thumbs down, just a 6 out of 10. Um, it's not a good movie. It's not god awful or um, what have you. It still probably would have made my worst of 2003, but it wasn't terrible. That's all I can say. So in the comment section below, if you've seen Gigli, give me your thoughts and opinions, and let's have a great conversation about this movie. Is it on your top 10 worst movies of 2003, or is it on your list of worst movies of all time? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, if you're new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. Hit that notification bell, and if you like this review, hit that like button. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for many more movie reviews, and check you later.